The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. 4th down, Fields has to have this one. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. First down, here's Mitchell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So the Chiefs now down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute to go. And they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. 60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. First down now, but that clock rolling. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now an inside give to McCoy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Up the middle, here's McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from the 20. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally, you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Fields. Rolling to his right. Open man completes it to Claypool. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now McCoy. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Complete, it's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. A give to McCoy. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. And he will get in to make it 8-0. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Gano out to kick this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Now the former Buccaneer, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. LaShawn McCoy in the final seconds of the first half. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're ahead by 4, but your opponent has the ball at your 40-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. The 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. The return is Reed. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 2nd-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 45 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Third and 2, Fields. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're up by 2 scores. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Broncos coming out now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
First target, first catch, and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing again here, Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And Malik Reed there to bring him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Fields now to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge.